It's so hard for me to sit back here in this studio looking at a guy on here hollering my name when last year I spent more money on spilt liquor in bars from one side of this world to the other than you made. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down.
And now, the two shitheads welcome you to Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. I'm going to bring on my fellow shithead co-host, JJ. Imagine that. He is drinking something in a cup.
Oh.
Jesus. Can you ever put the cup down for once?
Sorry, bud. I apologize.
Man, we got the dark horse Johnny Moran on the show tonight, and you're sitting there drinking H2O.
Well,
get your shit together, man.
It's indeed H2O.
So, like I said, we got the dark horse Johnny Moran on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk tonight, and so Jay, before we get into talking with Johnny, go ahead and tell everybody our sponsors.
All right, so let's shout them out a little bit. First off, we got Habits Beer and Tobacco. Some good dudes. They know how to take care of all your habits. 960 Franklin Street. Then we got Tulloon's Living the Dream Bar and Grill, 90 Lou Lane Street by the Outhouse. And then our newest, Red's Texas Barbecue in the Old Country Garden Building, 3116 Elton Road. Check them out. They got excellent food.
And there you have it. JJ coming in hot with our sponsors. All right, my man. So you ready to bring on the dark horse?
Let's get it.
I know you're anxious. You've been talking about this all damn day, wanting to talk to Johnny Moran.
I've been excited, man.
All right, let's go. I'm bringing him on.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good, Johnny Moran. How are you, my man?
I'm not bad at all. Actually doing quite well.
And you told me not to say man, and I just said my man. Son of a bitch.
You did. It's okay.
Sorry about that.
All right. When we get the lawsuit, it's on you guys, not me.
right out of the goddamn gate.
Yeah, I mess up. Jesus. Anyway, Johnny, welcome to Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely. I am the face that you'll never forget on this podcast, and JJ is the brains.
Okay.
All right. So just remember that by the end of this show tonight, we're going to ask you a trivia question: who's the face and who's the brains?
I got you.
Well,
I'm sure it's going to.
You're never going to fit that face. I can assure
you. Yeah. All right, Johnny. So go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
I'm Johnny Moran. I have the moniker the Dark Horse. Currently, I started out as the man Johnny Moran. I've been wrestling for about 6 years now, all over the East Coast. I've even been out to California. I trained at Backbreakers Training Center to start. Then I moved to the Sanctuary, which is in Hazleton, PA. Also, I trained at PPW school with a bunch of different trainers. So at Backbreakers Training Center in Archibald, Pennsylvania, the head trainer there is Justin Glory. The Sanctuary, it was John Trotsky. And PPW, it was Mikey Whipwreck and
All right.
Tommy Swade.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Jay?
All right, man. So, what was your first memory of the wrestling business? What was your what got you hooked?
My older brother James, actually. My older brother James used to have, like, he's 10 years older than me, so he was super into wrestling, and it was right at the boom. So, like, I was born in 1988. I'm 33. So he had like a bunch of like LJNs. Like, I still have the LJNs, and like Hulk Hogan has like teeth in there because I was teething on LJNs. He used to have a Saturday Night Main Event recorded like on VHSs, if anybody remembers what a VHS was. And I used to watch them like constantly. I would wake up in the morning and literally watch wrestling. I was in love with wrestling. I was hooked on like Hulk Hogan, like all the characters. I can't say there was like one specific that like got me until I really fell in love with Stone Cold Steve Austin. That was my all-time favorite. And I remember even like in WCW, I had no idea that he was the Stone Cold that like I ended up idolizing and falling in love with. He was the Dragon Slayer, and I remember I used to tell my mom, I'm like, I want the Dragon Slayer action figure for Halloween, or not Halloween, for Christmas or my birthday. And like, I remember I wanted to be him for like Halloween, and like my mom was gonna like make me like Dragon Slayer tights and boots and stuff. But like, I had no idea what his name was. I had no idea that that was Steve Austin that ended up being Stone Cold and all that. Like, he just, for some reason, I don't know what it was. Something was really cool about him. He had that ick factor that everybody talks about, you know?
That's a throwback. I remember when he was putting that stuff on his tights.
Yeah, and like, they don't even have an action figure,
Beautiful.
so you could like imagine my mom like looking at me like, I don't know what that is, but my son wants it for his birthday and Christmas, and it's not gonna be there, you know?
So, who initially broke you in, man? Who started you off in a bit?
That would be Justin Glory. I started out at Backbreakers Training Center back in 2015.
JJ, you said the man, by the way. I just wanted to point that out again.
Uh-oh.
I did?
you did. You said man.
Damn it.
We can't say man on this one tonight.
All right.
So other than the Sanctuary, Johnny, who else do you currently work for?
I work a lot of places. Titan Championship Wrestling, D2W. Titan and D2W are both located in New Jersey. Actually, this Friday, I'll be at UFO Wrestling in Massachusetts. Then there's Backbreakers Entertainment, which is the school I started out with, Backbreakers Training Center. They're having a show this weekend in Mayfield, which is in PEA. Also, New York Championship Wrestling, which is in New York. And then the Sanctuary.
Very cool. Did you ever come to Western or Central PA to wrestle?
No, well, I have in the past, but not on a regular basis. I was actually talking to, also, I miss Camp Leapfrog. I don't know how I forgot them. At Camp Leapfrog, I was talking to the Runway, and they were saying we need to get you out in the Pittsburgh area.
Very cool. There's plenty of feds out there, and I'm sure you can catch on with. So, is there so far? How long you been wrestling, by the way?
6 years.
6 years. Who was the best worker you would say that you worked with in the ring so far?
Oh man, wow! Put me on the hot seat. Jeez.
You haven't seen nothing yet.
Oh man, that's tough. I mean, I've had great matches with a lot of people. Probably my favorite match I've ever had was with Hollow Wicked. We only wrestled once, and we just had chemistry from the start. You know what I mean? And it's something that usually you have to build to. but right off the gate, I would have to say Hollowicked.
Is he's still wrestling currently?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh wow.
He was literally at that Camp Leapfrog that I was just talking about.
Oh okay.
It was on IWTV's 100 that same day.
Jay, do you remember him?
Wasn't he an XPW guy?
Chikara.
Yeah. What's his name?
Okay.
Yeah, we saw him in Johnstown a few times, Jay. Whenever he came.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
For FNW.
Yeah. Right.
All right. So you think we were putting you on a spot, Johnny, with that question? Wait till you hear this next one.
Well,
you drop like, what's your favorite promotion?
Yeah, you don't have
get me fired real quick.
You don't have to name drop if you don't want to, but we have a thing on the show that's called #shithead. Who was the biggest shithead that you've encountered, either in the ring, backstage, locker room lawyer, anything like that? Or if you have a story, but you don't have to name drop.
I don't really have anyone. I mean, I'm sure there's people. I kind of keep to myself. You know what I mean? Like when I'm at shows, like I'll meet you and I'm there to do what I do. You know what I mean? I'm there to do a job. I'm not there to, politic or whatever's going on with that. So I mean, obviously there's been mistakes that happen in the ring, but I don't take that out on people. I don't get mad at people if like something gets like messed up in the match. Like I know a lot of people can take it out on someone else because they messed up a move or something like that. But I mean, people screw up. You screw up in your everyday life. Like obviously, like, you're calling a match for like 10, 15 minutes and you miss a move. I'm not going to come and scream at you about it. Like if I get hurt now, that's a different story. But luckily enough, there's not been that.
Well, see, that's the difference between you and I, because I when JJ messes up on a podcast, I usually yell at him and fire him on a spot, but then I hire him right back.
I've been given my my walking papers a lot.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny. What do you think? Our show starts at 7.
Yeah.
And this guy's still sleeping at 6:59.
Well, hey, sometimes it's a tough day.
Yeah.
I've been future endeavored more times than I care to admit.
I flew here from the gym just to be on time.
Oh, okay. So where are you from, Johnny? If you mentioned, I didn't hear it.
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I'm sure. That's what I was going to say.
Very cool.
So who would you say your past or present or current would your dream opponent be?
Dream opponent from the past would be Stone Cold Steve Austin. Current dream opponent would be Joe Coffey on NXT UK. I really like his work. I like everything he does. I just feel like our styles would mesh really well.
So what would your biggest accomplishment be so far?
Biggest accomplishment so far, probably winning the Sanctuary Championship. Is that like, you know what I mean? Like that's really where I found myself. I won every belt there. It's kind of a different show. Like they're more show oriented. It's more about like the acting and getting into the scenes, and it's a different atmosphere. And there's like a light show that they have going on. It's more about like production, and it's really a lot of theater,
Very cool. The last guest we had on the show, PJ Melly, I think he said he was from Sanctuary also.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Am I right, Jay?
No, that's not the same guy.
Who was from the Sanctuary?
I don't know his name. Once you said it.
Jay, who was from the sanctuary that we talked with?
Dude, there's been so many interviews. You're putting me on the spot.
Ah.
It's a dude that
Put me on the spot before.
It's the dude that wore the Kurt Angle gear.
Oh,
Oh, yes, that's it.
Jordan.
That's
Yeah,
right.
no, Jordan. Jordan's a very good wrestler. So, yeah, I know exactly
Very
who you're talking about.
All right, my fault, Jordy. we do a lot of interviews, so I do tend to mess up and forget
Okay.
who's who.
It's okay.
And JJ usually calls me out on it, but he didn't for some reason tonight. So where do you see yourself in 2 years in your wrestling career?
2 years, I would hope to be at like a NWA or an Impact. 5 years, hopefully a AEW or NXT or WWE.
How old are you, by the way?
33.
Wow, you don't look 33.
Oh well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting 33.
Yeah, what were you expecting? I'll tell them that age.
I was going to say mid to late 20s.
Oh, okay, I'll go with that. I'll take that. 26, 28, somewhere in that
Yeah,
range.
somewhere between
Yeah.
there, yeah.
You're a young
that.
33.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So if you had any regrets in your career, what would be, if any?
Coming on this podcast.
Well,
No,
we should call this hashtag shit show, but please continue.
I wish I started a couple years earlier. That's all. Just so I'm hitting my 6th year now, and I'm 33. So I kind of wish I started a little earlier, maybe 2 years earlier.
That's the striker. That's probably the general answer we get.
It is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go too early. Like I feel like 25, 26 would be a good year to start because you're mature. Like I feel like your early 20s is a real bad time to start wrestling because you're not that mature. I mean, unless you're a mature person. If you're mature and you didn't act a fool or anything like that, and you got your like drinking partying years out of you early, then yeah, maybe. But like I couldn't imagine like being in college. Like I know like I wrestled and I did bodybuilding during college, and that was tough. So I don't know if I would have been able to handle wrestling in college at the same time. So I definitely would have wanted to have been out of college. And then I don't know, I feel like you need to experience a little bit of life before you get into wrestling. So it makes you a little bit more mature when they're telling you, like, especially like the first couple of years, like a lot of people expect to just win all the time. Like I remember my first 2 years, like I was just losing all the time and like I never really won, and it didn't matter to me because I was just happy to be on the show. But like I know a lot of people now, like they get angry or mad that they're losing, and it's just like, well, you're not developed yet,
Absolutely. All right, Johnny. So the next thing we call it off the top segment.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to put JJ on the spot right now. I told him I was going to do this, but I'm actually going to let him do it. But we're going to do something a little different, JJ. So you got to give Johnny 5 wrestlers from AEW that we have not used yet on the show for this segment.
Oh boy.
So Johnny, when he gives you the wrestler, the first thing that comes to the top of your head about this person, he or she, just go ahead and shout it out.
Okay.
Sorry, Jay, I had to put you on the spot.
Boy, you really cut me off the knees here. All right.
That's what you get for falling asleep on me last week.
I have some friends there, so we got to be.
Okay. Number 1, Max Caster.
Fantastic wrestler and an amazing talent. Great rapper.
What do you think about the controversy over?
What's that?
What do you think about the controversy over his rap last week?
I mean, it probably got him a bunch of views. You got to kind of look at that. Like, I know it was probably not the most popular thing to do, but I mean, how many people looked at him? That's probably why he did it. You know what I mean? You got to take the good with the bad. You kind of got to look at that when it comes into entertainment. Like, how many views did that get him? You know?
Did you see that he posted on eBay his wrestling tights for sale?
No, I didn't. I know plenty of wrestlers that do that though.
And he said, "I will not be needing these anymore."
I think he's working a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right, Darby Allin.
Oh man, he's innovative, and he's someone that, like, I feel like he looks at wrestling like it's a movie, which I sometimes do. So he's someone I would love to work, just to see how he sets up a match and how he plans out a match, you know?
All right. As much as I don't want to do this, Orange Cassidy.
Remember, no, we used him already.
Did you use
No, I
Sonny
want to hear
Kiss? Orange Cassidy, a phenomenal worker. You know, I've met him multiple times. Great guy.
All right.
Yeah, I just met him this weekend at the Steel City Con in Pittsburgh. He was absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Stayed in character the whole time. It was great.
That's awesome.
Miro.
Miro is one of my favorites that came over from the WWE. So, man, whenever I think of Miro, I always think of when, I forget what group he was in, or I forget what they called the group, but it wasn't the Nexus, but it was like the group of, I think it was Un-Americans, or I forget the name of the group it was in WWE.
It was him, Wade Barrett. Shane.
Yeah, but they wrecked the set, and he grabbed the monitor, and he took it all the way in the back, and he didn't smash it or anything. I was dying laughing, and I'm like, I bet he's getting the biggest kick out of that right now. That he didn't smash it, and he took it so safely back to the back.
All right, so one more AEW guy, Dustin Rhodes.
Oh God, phenomenal worker.
Iconic, right?
Yeah, one of the tops of all times.
I like it. I got one for you, Johnny. How about the dark horse, Johnny Moran?
What comes to mind when I think of me? A guy with a chip on his shoulder that's trying to prove everybody wrong. That's the dark horse moniker.
Very cool.
All
How
right,
about a bonus one?
Go.
How about JJ?
JJ Dillon?
No, JJ right above me.
Oh, JJ? Fantastic co-host. He's been good to me so far. I can't complain about him.
All right, man. So go ahead and plug your shit. Plug your social media.
Okay, Instagram and Twitter, it's Johnny Moran _. If you check me out on Facebook, it's Johnny Moran the Wrestler. That's my page. Please don't friend me on my actual Johnny Moran page, because I get a limit of 5,000. So just go over there to the page, and there's no limit to that, so I don't get capped out, because I feel bad when I have to remove people, and it's really just for bookers and promoters and podcasters like yourselves that need me on their show or need to get in contact with me. Also, my YouTube page is, if you look up Johnny Moran, I think it's Johnny Moran the Wrestler, because there's also Johnny Moran the basketball player. Don't get us confused, because I don't play basketball, and I'd be terrible at it if I did.
All right.
I also have a Teesprings, also the Dark Horse Johnny Moran. I have a link tree in all my bios, so just find my link tree, and then you can get to my merch.
Okay, very cool.
Also,
All right,
sorry. I also
go ahead.
I also have a podcast. It's the Moran and Friends podcast. You can find it anywhere. It's also live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter.
Very cool.
We'll have to check it out.
If you need two sexy guys to come on your show, I know
definitely.
two guys.
Definitely sometime.
Well, I know one, and I'll find another one.
Oh, all right.
All right, Johnny, I got two random questions for you.
Okay.
Are you a WWE or AEW guy right now?
Oh, I kind of watch them both. I don't know if I'm like more towards either side. I try to find something in each show I like. I hate people that are just like, oh, I'm on this team or that team. Like, even when the Monday Night Wars were going on, I was watching both. You know, I try to consume as much wrestling as I possibly can without, overdoing it, because I feel like there's a ton of wrestling right now.
Yes, there is a shit ton.
Yeah.
It's a good time to be a wrestling fan right now.
Oh, definitely.
Are you a chicken wing guy, Johnny?
I am. I do the keto diet, so you can get away with wings on that.
Okay, what's your favorite wing flavor?
Depends on how hot it is. Usually I go with the hot, but like my favorite wing flavor would probably just be the plain old hot, because that fits my diet. And I do the garlic hot sometimes, but man, you don't want to be around me after those. So.
Well, I'm telling you what, man, if you could ever make your way to Johnstown, one of our sponsors, Tulun's Living a Dream, has the best wings in the state.
All right.
It's called Kitchen Sink, and it's a bunch of wing flavors just thrown together, and it's freaking awesome. And
I'll have to try that.
And we will treat you.
All right. Sounds like a deal to me.
Hey, it's coming out of your cut, right? Right, JJ? Not mine. Just yours.
Yes, sir.
All right. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I don't need future endeavored again.
Yeah. All right, Johnny, how about cutting us a 30-second promo about being on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk tonight?
Oh, sure. This is the Dark Horse, Johnny Moran, and I am live on the... Say that. Sorry, again. Say that one more time.
Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk.
Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. Also, that's my girlfriend, Courageous Christina Marie, behind me with a balloon that has a face on it, which is super weird.
Holy shit, I thought that was, for a second, I thought that was
Now
Lily.
You got to come in the camera and say hi. I have headphones on, so she can't hear you guys. This is Courageous Christina Marie.
Hello.
How are you?
She's good. I'll answer for her. If she can't hear you, I got the headphones on.
That was pretty funny. I thought it was just a balloon floating. I saw it coming, and then it just kept floating. And then I saw a hand.
Yeah. She drew that today. So.
All right, so let's try this again. Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. Go ahead, Johnny.
But you just want a plug? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead and cut us a promo about being on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk.
I've been here on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. It's been an absolute pleasure to be here with both of you. And this is the Dark Horse, Johnny Moran.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Very cool, man. So we appreciate you taking time out and coming on and talking with us shitheads.
Thank you both for having me on.
Absolutely. And feel free to, if you got any merchandise, feel free to send us some, and we'll feature it on the show.
Oh, definitely, guys.
Yep, and we will definitely try and get you back on in the future. How about it?
Oh, that'd be awesome. I'd love to.
Very cool.
All
right, guys. Well, you heard everything from the Dark Horse, Johnny Moran. So until then, you can see him at the Sanctuary. And John, go ahead and do it, John. I can't remember all the places.
This Friday, you can see me at UFO Wrestling. This Saturday, you can see me at Backbreakers Entertainment. Next Sunday, you can see me at the Sanctuary. Next Friday, you can see me in New York at NYCW. And then I have a secret show on Saturday, so next Saturday, I can't even tell you guys about.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That one's a secret one.
All right, let us find out.
I will. I definitely will. Once we announce it, I'll let you know all about it.
Uh-huh. All right. The dark horse, not the man, Johnny
Right.
Moran. Thank you again for coming on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, man.
Have a good night.
You too.
And there you have it. The dark horse, Johnny Moran, on Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. Very cool guy. Very cool guy.
Yes, sir.
Andy loves chicken wings. How can you not? How can you not like somebody that likes chicken wings?
I don't know.
Let me take this off. There we go. So, what else is going on, Jay?
Not much. What's up with you?
Nothing. Just sitting here enjoying some circus peanuts.
I don't know how you can eat those.
You heard me munching on them before we came live.
Yeah. You were putting
Stale as hell. So, what's going on this weekend? What are we doing?
I believe. Oh, we're going to Imagine, aren't we?
Imagine that. Imagine that. You forgot.
We're going to Imagine Saturday afternoon, 4 p.m. time, right before Slam. It's going to be a good time. I'm hoping we hit Jersey Mike's before we go to the show.
Hey, I hate to burst your bubble. We are not hitting Jersey Mike's. I think I'm all subbed out.
Huh?
Yeah, we're going to have to hit somewhere else.
Son of a... All right.
Hey, and to burst your bubble on another thing, you
What?
just froze up.
You can't see me?
Now I can, but you keep freezing.
I don't know what to do.
And I think your camera kicked off because it's not the same.
It never changed.
Yeah, you look blurry. Unless maybe I had too many twisted teas, but I doubt it. Oh, there we go. Maybe because you was too far away.
All right.
Yeah, now you're good.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, okay. So let's get back on this Jersey Mike situation. I'm extremely upset right now.
I'm sorry, Christ. We hit Jersey Mike's three times in a damn row. Can we eat somewhere else?
What would you like to do?
How about we stop at the Wiener place, the hot dogs place?
What hot dogs place?
I think it's called Texas hot dogs or something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, of course you don't.
Hey,
But
I'll eat anywhere as long as it's not Chinese or Japanese.
How about if we find a all-you-can-eat tacos, mashed potatoes, and ham?
I knew you were going there. That's fine with me. I don't care.
You'd be in your glory.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe what was that? Freaking 15 years ago. I'll never live that one down.
Yeah, at least 15 years ago. I can't. What was the name of the place? Prime Sirloin, right?
I believe
I
that
think
was
that's
the
what it was.
night. That was the night that we got locked down because somebody stole Mickey James' purse.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. Do you remember that we went out there? I don't think it was the same show, but Just Incredible was supposed to headline.
It was the same show.
Was it?
Yep.
Okay, because I remember going out there twice. I couldn't remember if it was the same show or not.
Oh, we went out there twice for the same show?
I believe we did.
Oh, maybe it was a different show then. Huh. I can't remember that far back.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
I just remember you fucking up the mashed potatoes, tacos, and ham.
I did do that. You're not wrong.
Am I ever wrong?
A lot.
So we had fun at Steel City Con this weekend.
That was a freaking blast, man. Thanks to Bill McDowell, Stinger, Uncle Tony.
Wait a minute. Is it Stinger or Stenger? I'm not sure. Is it Cody Stenger or Cody Stinger?
I'm going to pronounce it Stinger. He can correct me if I'm wrong. But I know another individual with the same name, and he went by Stinger.
Like the Stinger? Like the real Stinger?
Like the Stinger, yeah.
The Stinger?
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And last but certainly not least, Anthony. Thank
Little
you.
Anthony.
Little Anthony, thank you. I had a freaking blast with you, buddy.
Yeah, definitely made the trip down and the trip home a little more pleasant.
Well, I don't necessarily know that it was pleasant, but
I'm not even sure if he knows if he did it or not. He's not sure. He's not sure.
He wasn't sure, and I don't know how you can't be sure. But that's neat.
Guys, you had to been there to understand what we're talking about.
Yeah. But thanks, guys. Me personally, I want to thank you. I had a blast, and it's not. And you can ask Larry. It's not too often that I have a good time. So thank you.
No, you actually was laughing a lot.
Oh, I laughed. I laughed.
I thought somebody kidnapped the angry cat, and we got the imposter.
Somebody pulled my string and put a quarter in me.
Hey, so before we go, the funniest thing of the whole damn thing, Jay, go ahead and tell the story about you getting cut off at a toy show.
So, after 2 beers, I walk up to the bar to get a third, and the guy's like, "Nah." And what do you mean no? You've had enough. I said, I've had enough. Now I could understand if I stumbled up to the bar. I was nowhere even. This dude doesn't know that I'm a trained professional.
I was just getting ready to say, doesn't he know who he was talking to?
Evidently not. So, hey, they cut me right off.
You are the first person ever in Steel City Con history to get cut off at the bar. The con.
Maybe. I can't imagine that. I can't imagine I was the first one, but maybe. So I get my longtime close personal friend Larry Stryker to go up and get me a beer. So Larry goes up and gets me a beer, and as he hands me the beer, he walks away, and I turn and look, and the bartender's looking at me, and I take my cup and go like this.
You rebel.
Well, we were already leaving. I wasn't getting kicked out.
Your picture's gonna be plastered all over the thing not to let you in at the next show.
I'll shave my beard off. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I look like the world's fattest 12-year-old.
Oh my god. That was funny.
We had a blast, man. It was a good time.
Oh man. All right, buddy. We're gonna get off here and just in time so you can watch NXT, right? NXT on tonight?
Yeah. What is it on? Is it back on USA?
Yeah, because basketball's over.
It was only off because of the Olympics. Yeah, you're right.
Or Olympics, yeah.
Yeah, should be a good show.
Yeah, and then this Thursday we got Lance Payne from Imagine Wrestling.
All right, good deal.
the Bill Alfonso of Imagine Wrestling with the whistle.
The whistleblower. I hope he brings it.
He better bring it, because I want him to blow it right in your ear.
All right. I welcome it.
All right, man. I will talk to you soon.
All right, brother.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we will see you Thursday.
Deuces.